All right, wonderful. Thank you so much to all of our presenters in the scientific community sharing the experience of the Republic of Korea. We are at the EANET Awareness Raising Workshop, which is a regional collaboration of 13 participating countries. So we'd like to ask one closing question since we're towards the bottom of the hour, but to Dr. Chang, one of the key things that we've been emphasizing is in the previous discussions for the past 2.5 hours on this side is around transboundary haze, certainly something relevant to the research that's already been shared today. But what ways do you think that EANET can support, from a research standpoint, a stronger collaboration to the already very strong work that's been happening in the Republic of Korea?
Yeah, thank you for hearing our 4 talks. Each government trying to implement control measures to combat air pollutions, but public are concerned how the control pollution measures are effective, the effectiveness of pollution control measures. So this is a part of the scientists and the researchers. Scientists and researchers monitors air pollutions in the ambient air. So how air pollution is, how air quality is improved, and how emission is really reduced. So this should be done by science-based observations and network, such as air quality monitoring network and stack emission network. So this science-based network support air pollution control measure, and then also provide the directions how this where the pollution control measures should go. So not only implementing pollution control measures, but also monitoring the control measures. I think go hand in hand to protect public health. So this is what we Korean government has been done during last 30 years to establish a science-based network, a science-based platform or framework to support pollution measures. Especially 2016, there was a big field campaign was conducted between Korea and the USA. This field campaign helped a lot to solve the main control factors, especially for PM2.5 and ozone. This special field campaign is also needed to investigate the factors that causing the very complicated secondary air pollutions such as PM2.5 and ozone. So EANET also has a very good long-term monitoring of acid rain, and now I heard is going to expand to pollution problem. So this monitoring network, I think, is the basis for this science-based supporting a framework for pollution control measures. So I hope EANET should continue and or expand this monitoring capacity and the monitoring network in East Asia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chang. And we have just a few moments, but I'd like to actually open to see if there's any closing remark from any of the presenters. So a final message you would like to share with the EANET group, as many are convened. We have about 70 online right now. Just looking for any final message you'd like to share with us as we close today's special program with the Republic of Korea.
Sure, I can add a few words, and coming from the scientist end and this idea of connecting science with policy, I just want to emphasize that it's extremely important that the regulatory measurements or the long-term ground-based measurements always be the anchor point for the science that we do. These scientific experiments can provide great value in terms of understanding the details, but only for the period that's being observed. And so expanding the observations beyond the scientific campaigns is really done with the models and those ground-based measurements that we maintain as part of EANET, as part of the national regulatory monitoring networks. And so everything we do scientifically should be anchored back to those pieces of information that will persist and be useful over longer periods of time. Hopefully that's helpful.